Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. I come on here to be professional with what I'm saying. So I'm gonna wait and see if a couple of people hop on this live so I can start the topic that I would like to talk about and address. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I hope that you find whatever I am sharing with you very helpful and it's for us, not just myself. And I just thought to start, I guess addressing and talking about different things. And I'm trying to catch attention, okay? And also, I'm trying to bring awareness and also let's talk about it, okay? So I'm going to give it another minute or so. I hope this is Lisa's midlife, okay? And we could talk about anything over here. It's a safe zone, okay? So this is how I want to address that. You come in, you can like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be respectful of others. You can ask questions within reason. I have no problem with answering, but I will not repeat, tolerate any disrespect in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm trying to keep this over here to be a safe place, a respectful place, and a place where we start building a community. That's what I'm about over here. So when you come through, you can like the video, you can say, hey girl, hey. But over here, I want to make a difference. I'm going to give it another second. So anybody come through the door, anybody just glide on in here, you could say, hey, hello, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. I hope everyone is having an amazing day, a blessed day, and I will get this ball game rolling, okay? I'm going to start taking down notes. And, another thing I would like to address, if anybody have any questions, like a Q&A type of thing, respectfully, you can feel free to comment on the community wall. I would put up some kind of message to let you know that, yeah, ask a question. It doesn't hurt, but respectfully. Like the video, share, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications because I do want to make a difference. First off, I'm going to start off saying this. Let's talk about it, okay? One of the main things I would like to address, because it seems to maybe be a concern of others, why do I create videos talking about life, things I'm going through, what I've been through? So that's just a tidbit of it. First off, we have to bring awareness. And how does awareness start? By talking about topics, right? How does awareness start? By helping others. So, this is my truth. I'm sharing my life on here openly. I want to talk about my life. I want to share things I'm going through, been through, still going through and trying to get through, okay? And done got through and went back to it, okay? I'm a very, very caring person. I'm a very, very serious person. And most importantly, I'm very, very transparent, okay? Now, if you have a problem and you can't address it, why is that? Like I said, this is open mic. Anybody can answer a question, ask a question too. Again, if you have a question, anything that you would like to address, talk about, and again, respectfully, right? How is it that you're not supposed to say anything about it or talk about it or bring it up? I'm pausing for a minute because anybody can just chime in on this topic. I'm going to tell you why I do it. First off, and this is not living in my past, okay? And sometimes your past do define your future. Oftentimes people suffer alone and don't have no outlet, no one to talk to, no one to console them, no one to even say, girl, you're going to be okay. A pat on the back, a hug. I'm not the only one in this world going through anything. I ain't never act like that. I don't want nobody to have no pity on me. But people can console you by saying, girl, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I feel bad for you. Don't feel sorry for me. Feel bad for me. I'm going to pray for you. Those type of things. Now, I already done made it clear that I'm a widow. My husband was in the military. Okay? And I'm a widow, a veteran's wife. When you being married at a young age, had a good life, a decent life in your marriage, okay? Beforehand, no, I didn't. And that person's no longer living, who do you turn to? And I ain't talking about Ghostbusters either, okay? I know to pray. I know to get on my knees. I don't ask God for nothing. I don't ask anyone for anything, okay? I'm a believer. Anything that I go through, I'm not going to say, God, why are you doing this to me? Anything that I go through, I'm going to address it. Anything that you go through, you should be able to address it, okay? Oftentimes when we're kids, we can't express ourselves, right? Some can, some can't. I don't care what nobody say. You know what? I have 4 grown children and 5 grandchildren. And this is my motto. Don't tell me a lie. I'd rather for you not to tell me anything. If I ask you, if you volunteer, okay, that's you telling me. But don't come to me telling me no lie. If I say, or say for instance, my granddaughter, you hungry? No. But deep down inside, she really is. Grandma want to know, okay? I leave my ears open to listen to my children and my grandchildren and anybody else, because I'm not just a talker. I want to listen. I want to hear. I want to let people pour themselves out. I don't want nobody to just have sympathy or empathy or whatever from me. So I find it really hard when someone such as myself is on a platform addressing a topic such as this. People shy away from stuff like this. People shy away. They want to hear all the... And one would probably say, this is negative. No, it ain't. How is it negative if you want to build a community, a safe place for people to be able to talk and address their problems? Almost like a podcast. I was thinking about doing that too, where we could all be on the video thing. People could come on here and just build a community. We're on these platforms, such as, putting yourself out there and stuff like that. But I also believe if you're on a platform such as YouTube and you got subscribers, there's something that they either like or just hitting the button that you said about them to you, okay? So I started off on here sharing a story. I think I have 2 videos on here when I was telling my past, okay? I don't care. Yes, I did. See, you could talk about things without being messy too, but why do you feel the need to have to save anyone Hello, welcome to my live. Like the video, please. Anyone that's hurt you and harmed you in any shape, form, or fashion, this is a respectful, clean live over here. I'm not for everyone, and I get that. People don't care to hear things like this, but everyone, especially in this time, is suffering. So I'm not selfish to make it seem as if I'm the only one going through something. There's people that lost their lives on them airplanes, and people are losing one another and their selves and stuff like that. I'm talking about in their mind. Life is life, and life happens. So how is it that some people don't have money to go and sit on nobody's couch? Insurance, benefits, and all that stuff is through the roof now. So people crawl up underneath the rock, hide, and just suffer alone. This don't make sense to me. I get on here and I'm gonna keep doing it. And when I address a topic, that's not me like addressing it. It's like me asking a question. It's not something per se that I'm going through, but I'm asking because I want somebody to answer, and maybe they have the answer to what I'm asking. Or they can get on the comments, anybody can comment on your post respectfully and say, I'm glad you said that. You don't have too many people saying stuff like that. You don't have too many people asking questions like that. I done changed a lot of people's lives, and a lot of people done changed my life since I got on YouTube. I'm not following nobody on here. You see these things where it says YouTube is changing people's lives, YouTube is in easy mode, YouTube this, that, and the third. I'm speaking from me. Ain't nobody told me to do this. I know it's changed me. I know it's changed me. I've been on all these other platforms, and it took me to get some equipment, because I chose to come on and talk about what I've been through, overcame, and I'm talking about testimonies. That's what it is. Testimony is in the Bible. You can share your testimonies. I'm 59 years old. Ain't no shame in my game. Yes, I did tell my age. I turned 59 January 30th, okay? And I speak that because it was, oh goodness, probably in my 50s, I'm going to say that, when I finally start accepting and appreciating myself, even though I'm going through stuff, but for allowing myself to go through what people choose to treat me like or put me through, okay? That ain't childish, that's growth. I'm a believer. That's all I can say, because if I say a Baptist or Pentecostal or Judas or Buddhist or Muslim, people got something to say about that. I don't really like to put a religion on anything. I don't like to, I have faith, I read the Bible, I believe. That's why I say I'm a believer, because when you take it to another level and tell somebody your religion, they'll come and not contradict, but they'll come and it's almost like it's a tug of war thing. Why are you that? I believe. And like I said, if somebody say pray on it, yeah. But okay, think about it. Didn't God make man? Didn't God make man to have knowledge, to go to college, to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, or whatever? So God literally said, I know he said, take it to the Lord in prayer. I know you are supposed to confide in him. I know he is the first person that you are supposed to trust in. Okay? But when I speak about certain topics, there's a lady, and if she get on here, I want her to make it known that you're on here. Okay? And this is not putting nobody on blast. She comments on all of my posts pretty much within. especially the ones when I'm addressing topics like I can't sleep, why you can't sleep. Okay, I can answer that. That's why I'm on this slide. If anyone want to know anything about me in person, not pre-recorded, you can get on my live, you can ask me, and I don't have no problem with answering it respectfully because I don't want nobody to ask me nothing that's just really not the topic. You know what I'm saying? If you say, for instance, I talk about my weight loss journey, how much weight you done lost. I don't have no problem sharing that. What made you do it? What are you doing? I don't have no problem asking me that. But I don't want nobody asking me nothing about no sexual preferences and all this other off the wall type of stuff. And like somebody just asked a question, and respectfully, I came back at it because I don't like to address that, but I'm a believer. I'm on here to make a difference for myself, others. There's a lot of people that come across other people's platforms and you see people saying, oh my goodness, since I done came across you and listened to you, you done changed my life. I had a 23-year-old young man. I went live and he asked me a question, okay? I got the proof, documents, and everything. This is not nothing that I'm just throwing out there. And he said, should I join the military? This young man asked me this on YouTube. Yes, he did. 23 years old. And this is what I told him. I said, first off, if you ask me, you have some kind of thought of doing it, okay? But I can only leave this message with you. He was on my live the whole time, talking to me, writing. 23 years old. I said, follow your heart and don't let nobody change how you feel towards what you want to do. If you feel like you want to join, seriously, and maybe he didn't have nobody to talk to. Who knows? But for him to ask me this, and he was being on there really, like, genuinely asking questions. You could tell that he really meant what he was saying and everything. And he said, the reason why I asked you, he said, because it seems like you are very wise and you know of it. Because like I said again, my husband was in the Army, okay? He went to Desert Storm. I'm a widow. Military veteran's wife, okay? He was in the Army, and then when he went to the Gulf War, they had the budget cuts and all that. They was putting people out and, not like putting them out, honorable discharge, that is, and giving them a certain amount of money, okay? Then he joined the Army Reserves, okay? And then he was working also. He had a state job. I say that to say, I wanted to join the military when I was 17, okay? I'm going to show you how God works. My mom wouldn't let me. Of course, she had to sign because I was still a minor, but I still could have joined or, do the training and all that stuff because I had another year in high school, right? She wouldn't let me. So you know what that did? That crushed me. And the reason why it crushed me is because oftentimes you got so many kids out here in this world don't know which way to go and they end up going the wrong way. So if you find interest in something that you want to do positive, why would anybody shut down someone's dreams? I mean, like, for real. I'm going to show you how God works. The following year, when I turned 18, 5 months later, my birthday's in January, I met my kid's father, because at the time he was my boyfriend, and he was in the military. And I said that was God putting that man in my life because I wasn't able to join. It discouraged me. And I mean, like, for real, that was my way of being in the Army. Yes. Now, not saying necessarily I would have joined the Army. I could have went in the Air Force, Marines, Navy, da 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 da. But he was in the United States Army, okay? Met him in 84. Girlfriend, okay? Got married almost a year and 6 months later. And I was able, 84. 4 years later, we traveled to Europe, stationed in Stuttgart, Germany. I say all this to say, yes, I believe God put him in my life for a reason. Because my dreams were crushed. So that young man asked me what he asked me on the live. I touched his life. I hope people understand what I'm talking about. This is making sense. So why wouldn't anyone want to come into a positive space and share our journeys? You subscribe to somebody's YouTube channel, platform, what have you. You don't want to know nothing about them? Yes, people share their lives. And you hear people always saying on here, stop telling people your life. Don't nobody really care. Yes, people do. Yes, they do. You have people that care about a lot of different reasons and different things, okay? Everybody care about you some kind of shape, form, or fashion. And then you got people that don't really care, just nosy and messy. And then you got people that genuinely care to support. So anything that I'm addressing, I tell anybody, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications if you want to hear anything I have to say. And I'm saying this to say, I am a widow. You could talk to a recruiter. I told him this. He was 23. This happened last Thursday, I want to say. Last week. I told him what I said. And it's funny you saying that. I'm glad you're on here paying attention too. Thank you for coming through. You can like my videos and you can subscribe to my channel too, please. I said this to this young man. Talk to a recruiter. Make sure you write down, ask questions about any and everything you would like to know. Don't ever go into something and you want to join, but you want to also know what all that's in store for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you join the military, people just think, oh, I'm going to join the military because Uncle Sam's going to take care of me. No, you want to know the ins, the outs, the ups, downs. You're going to join, like my kid's father, he was in communications, okay? He did guard duty, that's 24 hours. He did CQ, which that's answering the phones to the barracks and patrolling like security somewhat. He done been to the fields where you go out for weeks at a time. He done been out of town, state, town, overseas for months at a time. He done went to B not, A not. Anybody on here that know about military, they say this woman telling the truth. I met him when he had just came back from Korea, okay? He knew how to speak Korean fluent. And he was just over there a year. I experienced traveling different places. And so I say that, I don't know how, okay, you just said, okay, honey, and this is a figure of speech. Go the right path. Do the right thing. You feel you want to do that, do it. And please, don't let nobody discourage you. When you become 18, don't think about it. Do it. Because it's something that you've been thinking about. and you're a teenager, and they have programs sometimes where you can graduate early, go to college while you're in high school and stuff like that. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is touching somebody's life. This is me sharing something with this young man right here. I hope you're a man, a young male, or even if you're a female, because women's is joining the military too. And I'm glad I'm able to tell you this. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. Follow your heart. Do what you feel you want to do. I got my heart crushed because I wanted to do it. A recruiter came to my high school, and I was 17 years old. Okay? But look at God. The following year, I met a military man. And my life it was as if I joined the military, being married to that man. I lived my life as a all-in military wife, dedicated military wife. And I'm saying this because I want whoever comments on my videos, and if I see someone comment, it's not saying in a disrespectful way. I want to address it. That's why I do my lives. I want to address what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. I made one yesterday, and the one I made yesterday has something to do with, why do people pull towards the negative things of social media? Meaning, like, say for instance, I'm talking about helping people or knowledge, and if people want to come to me and ask me a question or whatever, those types of things. And same thing, you can ask me a question. I'm not just a talker. I want to listen, answer it the best way I can, so on and so forth, etc., etc., etc. Everybody can do it. But why is it that people pour towards the negative part of social media, and they give these people all the praises and support? That's what I ask. That's a question. And I'm not going to go against. See, I'm not trying to play tug of war. Like, you give me an answer to the question I asked, that's your opinion. Okay? I'm not going to say, no, 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 no. No, you do what you do. You can do that too. Do it. Do a what you call a missionary type of thing. That'd be good too. And again, yes, I'm a believer. I sure am. I pray, meditate, read, listen. Yesterday, I didn't get on TV, social media until later on in the evening. I tried to make my Sundays like a reset Sunday. And I started off with either cleaning or praising God, listening to spirituals. That's worshiping. I just don't like when people act as if, this is just me saying, I'm not a believer. Where did I say that at? I ain't never said I wasn't no believer. And yes, I have faith. But we all fall short. We all have life. If we are in this world, people, I'm not of the world and in the world, living in the world, but we are in this world. I'm not out here in this world doing worldly things, okay? I'm a very wise and knowledgeable person. No, I don't have the answers to everything, but if I am venting or ranting or asking a question, that does not mean I'm personally, excuse me, I was about to say the wrong word, personally going through something. Now, I will share, since I done put it on here. Look at here. My daughter was missing for 7 years. I could do an AMR on this. Missing. 7 years. And if I didn't have faith, if I didn't pray and believe, I would have been a basket case. So I'm not supposed to cry. I'm not supposed to have worry. I'm not supposed to say, not literally like having negative thoughts. But if you don't have an answer to something or you're not knowing of something, your mind is going to go this way, that way. And the only thing you can do is pray, pray, pray. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a testimony. I did pray and I did give it to God. And when I gave it to God and stopped being all into my feelings, I guess you can use that as the word, my daughter was found. Okay? 7 years. And what hurted me the most was the year before, my sister's daughter went missing and somebody took her life. Okay? 2018. So the trauma of that sat in. But one thing I will share, yeah, I was worried. How the hell am I not going to be worried? Once I found out this, my daughter was with someone that was torturing her. Torturing her. So I'm supposed to have the faith every day not to think that my daughter's been tortured. My third child. I put a video on here because I wanted to, but it's public because I can give the person's name that made the video. She's a big, up and coming podcaster, YouTube. She be on all platforms. And my youngest daughter knew her. And when she saw people posting things on social media, she asked her, was it okay if she did a video and shared it out? She put it on Twitter, she put it on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and whatever else platform she's on. So I say that. But people want to say, I'm just throwing this out here because it's the truth. People be on here having these babies and doing all these skits and just lying. But not one time did anybody ask me anything about support. That's why I say this world is so, it's really backwards. You want to support somebody scarfing their face with food, mukbangs, and I'm talking about when I say this, and this is not me shaming nobody's body or nothing, because I'm a BBW. I'm a big woman myself, okay? But I'm not an Oompa Loompa type of person. I'm not in this house sitting down on the couch scarfing my face or making videos about it. And then if you do, just make a video of a mukbang of you eating healthy stuff then, if that's what you choose. But my thing is this, people are sending Cash App, people are sending donations, people are sending Amazon wish list, and you doing this for someone that is torturing themselves. Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you for coming through. And so I'm just saying, like, me, I see a lot of stuff on here. I see people asking for items just to show that they got them. Now, I did an Amazon wish list. Now, this is my truth. I don't do stuff like that. But this year, I said, you know what? Don't nobody typically buy me nothing. I spend it by myself. I don't have no support. Da 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 da. This is what a community is. And I put my not Cash App. Yeah, I think I did put Cash App. But anyhow, I didn't want nobody to send me the money. I put my Amazon wish list on my community wall. Somebody, and I don't know who it is, sent me some, what is it, Scrub Daddies or whatever. So I put that on there. And the stuff that I put on there, you know where I found it at? You can go on Amazon and type up $3, $4, $5, $2 items. Cheap stuff. I think the most expensive thing I have on there, though, because I've heard people say that people would get it because, you know, you content creators, I think was a tablet. I even tell people the story about raising 5 grandchildren. And you hear all the time how people will support you because you're building a community. Not once did I ask, but not once did nobody ask me did I need anything either. That's what I'm saying. People will support buffoonery, foolishness, negative stuff over positive stuff. That's confusing to me. That's what I'll talk about. So I'm supposed to leave that in God's hand. Just like I get on here, I know this one girl, she's a mess. And just by her getting on her acting the fool, somebody got her a car. And she's ridiculous off the chain. I ain't putting no name on it. But I speak all the time how I raised 5 grandchildren without a vehicle, no support, and not no one said, well, maybe I can donate an old car or tell me, that's why I said build a community, of some kind of organization that might be able to help a grandmother, okay? 'Cause my babies are grown, okay? Again, this is, see, I could put up receipts, okay? I'm not a brag and boasting type of person. And I damn sure ain't, because damn ain't no cuss word, a liar. Every one of my grandchildren and children I support. And this is the crazy thing, and this is not telling how much. I get survivor's benefits because I'm a veteran's wife, and of course I have what you call other gig work I do. Because one thing about me, and two things for sure, I got to make it happen for myself. Because ain't nobody going to do nothing for me. Not even out of the kindness of their heart. And I'm like, whoa. So that's why I said the world is twisted. You're going to help somebody that's sitting in front of the phone, which is live or whatever video, scarfing their face down and already just massively big. But me over here, I'm a struggling widow. Hell, my husband fought for this country. He fought for this country. So I've had people ask me why I won't talk about it. Okay? So I'm over here, a veteran's wife, raising grandchildren, taking care of children. People, why are you taking care of grown kids? If you pay attention to my story, I don't have a choice. I wish I didn't have to. And what happened to my child, she didn't cause it to happen. Somebody did it to her. I don't understand what part people not understanding. I'm sharing this. My doctor told me, and I see this other lady too, and I was doing it before her. Let me tell you, because honey, she said she started hers April last year, and hell, mine's been up going on. about what I talk about. But she said too, her doctor told her to, it's like documenting, journal. People want to know people's story in life because you have people suffering. And if you put one thing out there that can possibly change their life, and that's what I'm about. My children would tell anybody, my sisters would tell anybody how I am. I'm the serious one in my family. I have a sister that's older than me. We're 10 months apart. I have two under me. I had a brother, somebody took his life. And out of all of my siblings, this don't make me better. I'm different, okay? I'm different. And they will say this. I act like I'm their mom. I'm older than them, not in a bossy or controlling way. I'm the one that is the way I am. This is how God made me. So if I want to share my story, if I want to share a testimony, if I want to touch lives, if I want to do this, this is a calling. Sometimes people have callings. Sometimes you don't even know you're calling. But I feel sometimes that it really is my calling because all my life, no, I always took care of children at the age of 10. Listen, follow me. I was babysitting. 10, me and my sister would go over to my dad's oldest brother's house and babysit their children. They used to travel, go to church things, and I was brought up in the church, really. And yard sales and all kinds of business type of things. Then, when I became a teenager, I raised, listen to me, 3 of my siblings. When I met my kid's father in May of '84, like I just said, my baby sister and my baby brother was always with us. And when we would go out, people would ask, oh, or say, you got some beautiful kids. I was 18. I didn't have no teenage year. I raised, not babysit, took care of my sister and brother. Sisters and brother. Even my oldest sister. I'm the second child. This ain't perfect. This is me. I tell my kids all the time, I don't know everything. I done been through hell, but abused, okay? I choose to want to change the narrative of that. I want to change how that is. It helps me talking about it. Honey, I used to be a basket case. I used to couldn't talk about it without crying. That's what I said. The more you talk about it, the more you bring it out, the more you address it, it does help you. My sister that's under me, I have 2 sisters, but the one under me, she's the 3rd child. I raised her. She was abandoned. She lived with me and my husband for 4 years. She was, okay, me and her 4 years, no, 3.5 years apart, because I was born in 66. January 30th, 1966. I'm 59 years old. I turned 59 years old on January 30th. Ain't no shame in my game. I ain't no teeny bopper. I'm a very open, transparent, honest book. So, she was born in 69. So she's got to be 55 or will be 55 because her birthday's in March. I got 2 sisters' birthdays in March. March the 8th, March 31st. And so my baby sister's August 13th, my brother's October 11th, and my kid's father, October 10th, my mom's 27th, da-da-da-da-da. I raised them. I taken care of children, damn near, because I ain't gonna say all my life because I didn't do it when I was a baby. But from the age of 10 years old up, I done had licensed daycare. When I was in Germany, I had a licensed daycare in my home. The state I live in now, registered, okay? There's a difference. Because I just want the state to pay me, okay? Because people screw you around on your money, okay? And I've been registered since November of 1999. The reason why I say that is because I still have that same number. Same number. I have FBI screenings, tuberculosis skin tests, CPR first aid, infant, children, and adults, all the things. But then I was tired of kind of doing that. I wanted to venture off and do other things. I've done other things. I worked in warehouse, telemarketing, cleaning. Then I went and became a PCA, which is a personal care aide, going to people's house, doing light housekeeping, errands, that type of thing. But I wanted to do more. That's when I ended up becoming a certified nurse's assistant. So I say this to say, this is my story, this is my backstory, this is me sharing. You let people into your world a little bit. Ain't nothing fake about it. Nothing about me fake. You know how I see people on here doing commentary videos and stuff of people, and they can bring up some dirt. Okay, the only dirt you probably bring up on me, if you deep down dig, I don't think you could bring up nothing. But other than what I'm saying, and you try to see if I'm lying and try to contradict it, I'm sticking to what I say. This is my truth. Oh, she told y'all that she had been abused. She told y'all that she's a widow. She told y'all that she was a military wife. She told you this, she told you that. All of which is the freaking truth. I can go get my husband's, what is that, D something, 9/11 or something, some farm when they get in and out and show where they've been active and all that stuff. I got all that. I got pictures of him in his BDUs. The only proof you really, really can't find, unless you think I'm lying, is me saying I was abused. Mentally, physically, sexually, and emotionally. So that's something you probably say, oh, she said this, but now she's saying that. No, honey, I know what I'm talking about. That's why sometimes people like to stay away from people that are honest, genuinely honest, and transparent. Everybody's not messy. Everybody's not a liar. Everybody ain't out here trying to run game or scam folks. I'm going to end this live, and I'm going to try to come on more. But the moral to this story, why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want to change my life, change your life. We need to be vocal, speak up, talk about things. If something's on your mind, I want to even do the, what's that, there's another StreamYard where you can have people come on and they can be addressing their topics and things that they would like to share. What's wrong with that? Testimonies. Instead of people being on these platforms doing flips, twerking, and all this stuff, and people throwing money at them, so to speak, and you give and give and give. And this is another thing. How is it that people are really, now this is support, now don't get me wrong. How is it that people want to support people that is like getting big money, right? But somebody such as myself, a grandmother, again, I'm saying this, I'm just saying it. A grandmother, a widow, military veteran's wife, and nobody ever reaches out to me and asks me, do I need any help? I'm not understanding it. But people will support the ones that's twerking, always having drama, just going and going. And I get it, people are nosy. And yes, people probably say, see, I got some comeback on everything. Why are you talking about it? Why you see it? It's life. You see it out there. You see people doing it. You could be strolling and all of a sudden you just see somebody just turn a flip in the middle of the road. But I don't get on people's lives and talk negative stuff. If I don't like what they doing, I just won't watch it no more. Or I just keep my comment to myself. I might get off and say, oh my goodness, did that person just do that? But I'm not going to get on anybody's live, post, video, anything and just bash them and be mean. So on that note, have a motivational Monday. This is Move Monday. I will continue to keep doing this. I'm not going to change up on this, and I want to make a difference. I want to build a community. I want us to talk about it. I don't want people just subscribe to my channel and we can't share things. And it could be cooking tips. It could be stuff about how they lost some weight. Things like that. It could be planning, how you plan to do this, how you plan your meals, how you plan, make a planner for your bills, how you make a planner for your life in general. How do you make a list when you go grocery shopping? It ain't just somebody coming on here just sounding like they're a Debbie Downer type of person. This is my voice. This is me speaking. This is me saying what it is. Girl, let's talk about it. Man, let's talk about it. What do you do to lose your weight? I can tell everybody about my weight loss story. That's not depressing, because you have a lot of people that's walking that path of trying to take off weight. Okay? That's why I say, why would I get on any platform knowing I'm obese and scarf my face, but you got 1 million people watching it and supporting it? Girl, give me your Cash App. What's your P.O. box? Does that make sense? I'm just saying. But who's that? Jennifer Hudson. Little old me. Oh, I'm trying to get little. But I ain't no oompa loompa. I'm a plus-size woman on a weight loss journey. I lost 116 pounds, still trying to lose. How am I doing it? That's what I'm saying. How are you losing it? How did you lose that? That's why I said we can talk about it. Let's build a community. Anybody can like my videos, subscribe to my videos, look at my videos, share my videos, share it out. Let the world hear what I'm talking about. Let the world hear my story. We all have a book in us. We all done been through something. And when I say that, that does not necessarily mean abusive. I'm talking about traumas. Losing a job, losing a loved one, just sadness, abuse, addictions. I yet to still ain't talked about that. And no, it's not me. I'm talking about drug addictions. Yeah. Alcohol addiction. Have I been through that? I've been through it with loved ones. Me? Hell no. Only thing I had problem with is I was with somebody that was bipolar, and I became an emotional eater because I wasn't happy. See, I'm taking accountability to what I just said, and I allowed myself to get there. But I took myself out on my own. Didn't nobody have to tell me, girl, get out of it. I got out of it. Do you hear me? But in the midst of that, I went down a dark road. Just saying. We could talk about addictions. I could tell stories about that. True ones. Anything, I'm going to end this live. Anything that you want to know about me, ask me. We could do a Q&A. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notifications and hit all. That way you'll be notified of anything I have to say. Anybody say anything to anything that I post on my channel, and I feel that it needs to be addressed, I'm not addressing it being cocky. I'm not addressing it because I'm mean or mad about it. I'm addressing it because I want somebody to come on here so they can see my face and me express myself to you. The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Everything that I post is a question or something I done been through. This ain't no person. Oh, I got a friend over here that been through. No, this is my life. So I'm supposed to be okay knowing that my daughter was missing for 7 years. I didn't know where she was. And when I found out things about my daughter, I'm not supposed to cry about it. That'll mean that I'm a heartless person. That was my child. I witnessed what my sister went through when her daughter went missing and they ended up finding her body. I could talk about that too. I got a video of that on one of my channels. Mona Vegan Lifestyle. That's my other YouTube channel. That's when I was on my weight loss journey and I started getting on there cooking and eating healthy. Mona Vegan Lifestyle. You go and check it out. There's a video on there. You'll see, I think it's a TV, but I've recorded while I was watching the TV, the news, okay? Yeah. So my sister went through that. I could tell you the scary thing that happened with me out of that story. And people would probably say, girl, what are you saying? Yes. The same one said, I want someone to take care of my mom so she won't die. 2014, December. And 2015, March, I remember what that baby said. And 4 years after that, not quite 4 years, 3, maybe some months, she went missing. September 2018. And I don't think they recovered her, but they got my sister got a knock on the door, and it was the police people, whatever, whoever come to your house. And they had already got, DNA from my sister just in case they found her. This was a day before Thanksgiving 2018. So when my daughter went missing the following year, I wish somebody tell me I ain't supposed to talk about that. I got a video about that too. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to conclude this live because I'm going to fix me something to eat. I'm trying not to miss meals. I have a video, a flyer. I still have the same detective's phone number in my phone I never took out. And I'm still finding out things. So I am going to talk about it because it bothers me to the core. And the thing of it is, I have no support. None. So that's why I like talking about things. That's why I like sharing my stories, because I know I'm not the only one out here that is suffering. Talk about it. 7 years. Talk about it. I'm going to keep talking about it because I think it's healing me. And I tell my doctor about it. I don't go to no psychiatrist or psychologists or therapists or counselors or social workers or none of that thing. I pray, read my Bible, and I'm going to talk about it. My voice is out there to be heard. You know how Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. If you dream something, wake up, talk about it. If it's on your mind, get up and talk about it. See, I was a child. Now I'm a child of God. I always was. I didn't have a voice when I was a kid. And when I say that, I didn't have a voice. So you picture being a kid, not having a voice. And even when you was a teenager, 18, you still didn't have a voice until you met this man at the age of 18. And he helped you heal. Good night. This ain't for the people that ain't been through nothing. This is not for people that ain't had no trauma in their life. I don't care. And everybody deal with things differently. Talk about it. There's still a lot of things that happen to me I never share. But what brings up the past is when you ain't thought about it in years. Literally, when I met my kid's father, we met each other. Didn't have no idea I didn't know who he was, even know I was. We just sat by each other in the club, was talking, and took it from there. My kid's father fell in love with me the first night. But when a person witness without you saying anything, because I'm an observer, so is he. That speaks volume. I said how I escaped my abuser and attacker. An attacker, that's a different story. An abuser, different story. 2 different episodes, more than one. But yeah, and you want me not to talk about it? I'm going to talk about anything I choose. So on that note, I'm going to conclude this live. I hope everyone having a wonderful day. I'm trying to build a community. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications if you want to be notified. Anything I have to say, upload. No, it's not just a Debbie Downer station identification channel. We can get on here. We can start doing some lives. You can do, I don't know if you can do it on here, but I know on my other page, this one's kind of set up different than the other one. But anyhow, live streams, Zoom, or however, talk about it. That's what a community is. You know, like every state has a community where they can help you on food, clothing, resources. You can have one on your social media platform too. Support can be free. Picture this, and then I for real, I have a lot in me to say. People go to AA meetings. People go to like Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig's. Ain't that support? So why do people have the need to say, why do people get on social media and share their business? You sharing your business when you walk into an establishment. You share your business when you're trying to get an apartment. You sharing your business when you just talking to a friend. You still sharing your business. They don't know about it. It's your business, but you're telling them. I don't have to be messy, but I can. I could talk about my life without dragging anybody in it. And if anybody have any common sense, they can put 2 and 2 together about who I'm talking about, okay? This is a statement. All my life I had to fight. All my life I had to suffer. All my life I had to go through things alone. All my life I had to figure things out on my own. So I have a voice. And I'm going to continue to do this. I ain't cocky. I'm not cocky. I'm not arrogant. I just love people. I want to support. And sometimes you don't find that in your family. I talk to my kids, but I don't like them knowing everything about my past. I'm not that person to just talk about tell my kids things, and then they look at my mom or my dad or my sisters just throwing this out there and looking at them any kind of way. That's why I say I'm not messy. I could have been that type. I see a lot of people on here that went through something with their family and they turned their kids away from them. Sometimes we have to turn the other cheek. Now, I ain't talking about if somebody did something in an inappropriate way. No. I'm talking about abuse, neglect, physical, mental, and emotional abuse. I should be one hateful person. But also, we got to break the cycles too. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of tears by myself. Just trying to make a difference.